but there are some items of Save America we think can fit in a reconciliation bill. We're going to give that another shot and send it back over to the Senate. They've got to make some effort.
And that's House Majority Leader Steve Scalise with me this weekend on Maria Bartiromo's Wall Street on Fox Business, as Senate Republicans are unable to pass the Save America Act to secure America's elections. The president has called for the Save America Act to be included in a potential third reconciliation package or to be added to the renewal of FISA Section 702. But Senate Majority Leader John Thune told me last week that he does not have the votes within the Republican Party to eliminate the filibuster in order to pass the voting ID bill. Joining me now is decorated Gulf War combat veteran and Pennsylvania Senator Dave McCormick. He's a member of the Senate Foreign Relations, Energy and Banking Committee. Senator, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Maria.
I know you only have a 2-week window before the August recess, and I assume not much can get done in a 2-week period. Save America Act, I know you're working on housing as well. What is realistic in terms of this upcoming 2 weeks?
Well, first, let me say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and happy Father's Day to my dad, who's been a big force in my life and helped me through 2 campaigns, a losing campaign and a winning campaign, which brings me to the Save America Act. I lost the first race by 900 votes, and I won the second one by 15,000 out of 7 million. And when Democrats say there's not that many illegal immigrants that vote, it doesn't take many to change the course of history, which is why I've been so passionate about this. I've been on the floor of the Senate many times. I'm a business guy. I'm for anything that gets the Save America Act done. And that might be forcing the Democrats to stand on the floor and defend over and over again the indefensible. 80% of Americans support this. It could be putting it on a vehicle, a reconciliation package. But we need to keep the pressure on this. It's not going to happen in the next 2 weeks. But we need to keep the pressure on it. It's so important. I was just in Pennsylvania over the last few days, and this is on everybody's mind. The second thing that's on everybody's mind, Maria, is housing.
Yeah, you're right.
You say
Great
housing.
point.
I mean, this is a big deal. 11% increase in houses in Pennsylvania in the last year. This is a supply problem. And we've got legislation, bipartisan, that I think will get on the president's desk in the next couple of weeks. That'll be a huge deal for addressing some of the affordability concerns that people across America have. And we got to keep pushing on permitting reform. We're not going to get that done in the next 2 weeks, but we could get it done by the midterms. This is the number one way we could solidify the president's energy dominance agenda. He's been remarkable with what he's done for energy. We need to solidify that so it's locked in for future Congresses and for future presidents. And that'll unlock $1.5 trillion of investment, which will help give additional wind in the sails of this great economy we have.
Oh, all spot on. Really great analysis there, Senator. On the housing bill, I think that there was very, very deep support in the House. I believe it got 396 yeses. French Hill did an excellent job on that housing bill. What will that do in terms of the affordability subject come the midterm elections? I know that's also part of the conversation in getting this done quickly.
Well, the big problem is a supply problem. It's too hard to build new housing. It's too hard to refurbish existing housing. The housing bill, the road to housing, essentially streamlines all of that and makes it much easier for developers to come in with certainty and eliminating the red tape. And so we need to be able to go to people in Pennsylvania and say, listen, we see the problem and we've made real action, taken real action against it. And so I think that's an important one. I think the other thing that's happening in the economy, which is great, is that gas prices are down under $4 in Pennsylvania. I think people understood that we needed to take action against Iran to protect our children from the threat of a nuclear Iran. But, man, those gas prices hurt working families, and they're seeing real relief in that. And I heard that all across Pennsylvania over the last couple of days. We're really excited that we're seeing improvement there, and that's going to bring down prices in everything. So that wage increase plus that decrease in gas prices, the relief that came from the Working Families Tax Cut Act, all those things are great things going into the midterms where Pennsylvanians and Americans, I think, are feeling better and better about the economy.
Absolutely. And I'm really glad you mentioned permitting, because that's the one thing that I continue to hear from business, because the president was able to do a lot in the big, beautiful bill, as you all did, get that across the finish line. But there is so much of his agenda that were executive orders that needs to be codified. And the permitting issue is certainly one of them. Senator, great to have you this morning. And thank you for spending your Father's Day with us. We so appreciate it. Happy Father's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
Dave McCormick joining us. Quick break, and then opening up the Strait of Hormuz, the lead insurance company for vessels and cargo transported through the critical waterway. Chubb, plus China, friend or foe, all ahead with Evan Greenberg, the chairman and CEO of the largest publicly traded property and casualty insurance company in the world. Chubb insures 97% of the Fortune 1000 companies. We'll talk about it next.